everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be talking about Carrie Fisher and the influence she had on Hollywood, which has largely gone uncredited. When she wasn't acting or writing novels that would later be adapted into screenplays, Carrie would assist in the writing process in what the industry would refer to as script doctor. Carrie would aid the screenwriters in facilitating the plot or finding the dots already established by the writers and simply connecting them. The unfortunate part about this role in the filmmaking process is these contributions go uncredited in the final film. According to the WGA guidelines, in order to be given a writing credit, the screenwriter must have contributed to more than 30% of an adapted screenplay and over 50% of the work on an original screenplay. Most of the time, the script doctor's work falls well below these percentages. Carrie Fisher would begin her writing career when she was asked to adapt an interview she did with Esquire magazine into a book. Fisher explained her first ghostwriting gig to the Phoenix News-Times. "I read mostly fiction, then it went to obligation. I was asked to write a book based on an interview I did for Esquire. I was asked to adapt that book, and then I started doing rewrites." Fisher would later go on to rewrite much of her dialogue in the Star Wars films. The running joke due to George Lucas's poor dialogue famously being, "You can type this shit, but you can't say it." After Star Wars, Carrie would go on to write her semi-autobiography, Postcards from the Edge, which she would later adapt herself into a screenplay starring Meryl Streep and Shirley MacLaine. Released in 1990, it proved to be a financial and critical success, earning Fisher clout as an established screenwriter. Due to this success, she would go on to write for the adventures of young Indiana Jones, which led to reworking Tinkerbell scenes for Steven Spielberg's Hook. Carrie would then go on to ghostwrite for films such as Sister Act, Lethal Weapon 3, Last Action Hero, So I Married an Axe Murderer, Made in America, The River Wild, Milk Money, My Girl 2, Outbreak, Anastasia, and The Wedding Singer. After this long line of films, Carrie would go on to be a ghostwriter on George Lucas's prequel trilogy. Though not much can be found as to the details of what her contributions were, or even if they were ever used, she does have the first two prequel films listed as films she doctored. Carrie would later go on to edit scripts for Coyote Ugly and Scream 3, where she also played a small part on screen performing her own material. She was also involved with Kate and Leopold in These Old Broads, a made-for-TV movie with her mother Debbie Reynolds and co-star Elizabeth Taylor, who actually ended up marrying Debbie Reynolds' ex-husband Eddie. Finally, in 2003, the film Intolerable Cruelty would be Carrie's last time doctoring a script. In a Newsweek article from 2008, Fisher said her time as a writer was a long, very lucrative episode of my life. But now it's all changed, actually. Now, in order to get a rewrite job, you have to submit your notes for your ideas on how to fix the script. So they can get all the notes from all the different writers, keep the notes, and not hire you. That's free work, and that's what I always call life-wasting events. With 94 acting credits to her name, 8 novels, screenwriter credit for 12 films, titles of executive producer, actor, singer, screenwriter, playwright, and author, Carrie Fisher was a true talent. Ultimately, Carrie Fisher would leave a lasting legacy on Hollywood and the moviegoer for years to come. Well guys, that just about does it. Thank you all for being here. Please like and share, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. Thanks and have a great rest of your day.